Hello! Welcome to the Sulk stream. I am the Incredible Sulk, host of the Sulk stream. I hope you guys are doing well. Great. Had a good weekend or whatever it is. Maybe I was here yesterday. I don't even remember. Nope. Sure wasn't. I sure wasn't. Everything's just blending together and it's fine, right? I think I'm slowly losing my sanity. Or maybe I didn't have it in the first place. Welcome to the Sulk stream, guys. I hope you're well. I hope you're out there achieving your dreams and making everything good happen for you. Being good cult members. Tithing. It's very important. Going door to door and talking to people about the Sulk stream is also vitally important. So I hope you guys are keeping up on your mission. There we go. I burped. We're going to do something experimental tonight. Everybody knows who Chills is. We make lots of jokes on him. I used to watch Chills a lot. We're going to be doing a Chills video. And I want to see how it goes. I want to see what happens. Because I play a lot of documentaries on this channel. And a lot of them, I don't even watch myself. I spend the entire time talking. Maybe I'll do the same thing for this. This show is about what spurs the conversation. Not exactly what I was planning or where I wanted to go necessarily. It's very off the cuff. So you guys are here for that experimental part. We're going to do it. We're going to do it. I hope you guys are having a good time. And yeah. I think I basically covered exactly what I wanted to cover. So why don't we just get to it? Let's just go. Let's just start the fucking show. Let's go. Right? I waste too much time talking in the beginning about nonsense. And I'm not going to do that this time. Because I can't think of any nonsense to talk about. This is what I do. Anyways. Get comfy. Get cozy. Go to the bathroom now. Go to the bathroom now. I'm not gonna start this over. It really wouldn't matter if I did. It's Chills. It's very segmented. But I'm not going to. Grab yourself a nice beverage. A nice bottle of wine, perhaps. Maybe a Cabernet. Maybe you're a white wine type of gal. You do you. You do you. Drink 40s for all I care. If you're working, keep working. If you're driving, wear a seatbelt. It's very important. Driving safety is a very important issue. Anyways, thank you so much for coming. It's a Monday show. I'm the Incredible Sulk. This is the Sulk stream. And this is Chills. Enjoy.
In this video, number 29, fake crying. Is this a witch mimicking a baby's cry? Shared by Instagram accounts.
This is gonna be a weird show. I'm sure of it. Am I too in the way? No, I'm not. I'm the star. I'm the star. Who do we have? Donatello? Background noise? I don't do the news. This is not current events. I don't do a current events type of thing. Unless this is the current event that you're talking about, I am not interested in the current events. Dude, the news is sad. And it's just, I don't want to spread all that sadness. That's not my job here at the Sulk stream. You would think by the name of the title, you would get that, but no.
In this nearby bush, the bush shakes as the group
watch Chills.
And then this happens.
Clearly a guy in a trash bag. Clearly a man in a trash bag.
What is that thing? It doesn't look like any animal I've ever seen.
Ardenshire,
As the group
Dirty
flees the
Brown
scene,
Soul,
you can
what's
hear
up?
another bush shaking, and you can hear the babies wail again.
You have to shit. Go. Go. I mean, we live in the age of technology when you can bring your phone with you and stuff like that. Sometimes, I imagine people stream from their bathroom, pooping. No, Royce would do that. I'm sure Royce would do that. I might even do that. I could set up a little booth in there, a little poop booth.
Is
right?
this a witch or a
I'll be like, hold on, guys. Let's take this into my office, right? And then it's another set, right? And there's producers in there, and they already have everything fired up, and the heat, the lights in there are blinding. But if you don't see anything, it's just a chest up kind of deal. Exactly what I'm doing now. I mean, the chair you would not see. You would not see. You just in the news. Yeah, that would be it. Green screen and everything.
Shapeshifter, luring them in to take their souls?
I'd be a lot more vulnerable.
Creature, mimicking a baby's cries, but for what purpose? I'm not so sure. Number 28, potential possession.
Ardenshire says, I recommend Cab Franc or Nubello, if you like the tannins. No, I don't.
Will this couple
don't
live
like
happily
tannins.
ever after? Shared by YouTube channel blah blah. This video was originally posted on TikTok.
And yes, I know what tannins are.
A mysterious video of what appears to be a wedding party is trending in the Arabic
There's some sort of soup?
YouTube community. A pair of newlyweds sit together with a forlorn look on their faces while an officiant reads
I would need to fix the bathroom echo. I already have a bunch of like sound dampening in my bathroom just because it's right off the kitchen, and so there's already egg cartons all over the walls in there.
Documents or scripture with the
Right.
wedding party gathered round.
It's sound baffling, but it's cheap sound baffling. It'd have to be really quiet, right? Because you want to get the audible plop. You want to, right? You whoop. Like, I can't even. That's the sound you want to get. Yeah, as the that's all you would hear too. It'd be dead silent, no background music or anything. This shit absorbs sound well. I guess that's possible, but everything else is like hard and like rigid, and there's no carpeting in bathrooms, right? Unless you're a psychopath who has one of those weird 70s bathrooms with shag carpeting in it. That's nasty. That's disgusting. You have carpeting like shag, like deep 1.5 inch shag in your bathroom. That's gross, man.
But a moment
That's
later,
all
something
piss.
unsettling happens. Watch the bride to be.
It's probably a bug
What came over her?
or a spirit. She seems like she's not thrilled to be in this situation. Like this was a type of marriage that was arranged and that she's not into. But whatever, maybe she's high. That's also possible. Scott says, "Oh my God, man, this guy's goddamn voice." Yeah, this is Chills. He's famous for this. It's actually pretty easy to watch when you're like sick or like sleeping or something like that, because there's not a lot of sharp tones like me. It's not so energetic, and he's got this voice. Sorry if I bother anybody. Like a cat.
Her eyes grow wide as though she's suddenly become possessed by something. She then follows an unknown object above before having a strange fit and appearing to silently scream in pain. Did a mysterious force from above possess her? Or did that force simply strike in that moment and cause her agonizing pain? It's hard for me to tell here what may have happened without further context or an extended video, but if I had to guess, I'd say something possessed her.
No.
It's all in the eyes.
Nope.
Number 27,
Nope.
Monster Mom. Is
Nope.
this mother actually
This guy's funny because I'm like, oh, no, man. You really think? No, of course you don't think that. But you're putting out these videos every 20 minutes or something like that. And some of them have like 75 million views. So he's making an assload of money for not really doing that much work. Well, there's no blaming him in that, for sure. But, you know, there's no way you believe that shit. There's no way.
TikToker Nina Inton shared this truly terrifying video captured on a security camera. After the child's mom disappears from view, the child starts to panic. He's looking for his mom, and then he finds her.
Where's Mama? Ask her Mama.
She left, yo.
Oh, sorry.
Did you see that creepy face?
Oh, sorry.
That's a little weird, but I'm sure it's video editing.
Ask her Mama. Oh, sorry.
Although there are various theories, most everyone can agree that the image is beyond creepy.
Ardenshire says, see, I'm self-consistent about streaming, but then I hear this dude's voice. I can do... You're self-consistent? You're about... Or are you self-conscious about streaming? Consistent... Anyways. You should be self-conscious about your spell check. It's taken over the game. There we go. Conscious. There we go. Okay. I don't know. I'm self-conscious about streaming too.
I personally think something
But I
paranormal
guess
is
not
going
enough
on here. But then
to
again,
not do it
an
anymore.
image on his shirt is more likely.
Maybe.
Still, what a terrifying
One day,
image to have printed
I'll make
on
that
his
achievement.
shirt. Number
I'll just
26,
walk away.
Real Ghost.
And then the
YouTuber
cult will be disbanded. Is that what you want, Ardenshire?
Dennis of Dark Life is at it again
No,
with this video
that's not
of
what you want.
paranormal activity in a haunted home. As he's describing what he witnessed in the home when the cameras were off, something happens while they're on.
Вот, здесь будто бы шевелилась мебель. Ну, перед...
Somebody said do the news. What is on in the news? Ardenshire says the cult is more than its leader, and that's where you're completely and absolutely wrong. No. No, it is, I am the cult. So, I mean, you're going to have to deal with that, but deal with
Later,
that.
as he's speaking with the spirits, things light up.
I am the entirety. That is the cult.
Что за нахуй?
He just wired up shit to
Ай-яй-яй.
set on fire.
For some reason, Dennis
Maybe I
sticks
can find a
around
documentary.
only to witness
I don't know.
this.
Охереть.
Here it is from another angle.
All right. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to shift it over to fake organics. I tried it and I got bored. Honestly, I got bored. I don't know why that works, or like documentaries are okay, but that I can't fucking roll with. I don't know. I got bored. What do you want out of me? I have a very low attention span. And like dopamine levels. And serotonin levels. I'm depressed. I mean, right? Right? Do you guys even get it? It's not a sex cult. It's not a sex cult. I would keep saying, I don't know. I forget what it is. This is an epic beginning to a fake organic industry documentary. Can I just point that out? Why does it have to be so extra? But you gotta do what you gotta do. Right?
Welcome, Eagles, to another episode of Trad Cat Night Radio. I am Eric Ajewski, founder and owner of Trad Cat Night, your one-stop website for all the day's latest.
Is this seriously? Did I pick this?
News. That's right, folks. Get to tradcatnight.blogspot.com.
Did I pick this?
We haven't had a guest background.
Making a living.
No, no, I'm not doing this.
Here I am coming back.
I'm not doing this.
Organic movement began.
I'm not doing this. I'd rather go back to chills. I'm not doing that. No, 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 no.
In the corner.
I'm not doing like some other dude talks and then I talk and then it's some weird Hall of Mirrors bullshit. Hold on, I'll figure something out. Or I won't be fucking
Не
bored.
знаю, камера это видео. Вот собираю свет. Когда убирал свет.
Here we go.
King Cobra JFS is
There we go. This'll work. This'll work. This'll work, guys.
an internet legend you've likely seen on YouTube before but don't know his whole story.
King Cobra JFS here, back at it with another video.
King Cobra JFS is an internet eccentric that has been posting videos online
Arden Shire says he got 2 battle axes for my 2-year anniversary. That's cool.
for over a decade at this
That's
point.
cool.
A simple Google search of his name will show you images of a grimy man in his apartment likely to leave you with more questions than answers. Join me today as I tell you the story of Joshua Saunders, better known as his internet handle King Cobra JFS, or Cobes for short. He is a self-proclaimed gothic bad boy with a multitude of talents that includes cooking,
Okay, look at that. Bacon, cheeseburger with pork brains and bugs.
ventriloquism,
Bugs.
Silent fart. Oh, God damn it, Sean, what the hell did you eat?
This
and
guy's
even
cool.
playing the guitar.
I'm so good at guitar, it's a wonder I'm not swimming in pussy right now. I'm just saying.
He's a self-proclaimed autistic wizard that lives life by his own set of rules. This is the story
I
of
get it.
YouTube's gothic bad boy, King Cobra JFS. I'd like to start this story by prefacing much of King Cobra JFS's early life is unknown, but there is enough information out there to put together a cohesive narrative about his beginnings. Cobra's real name is Joshua Saunders, and he was born on March 26, 1991, to Clint and Laura Saunders. Josh would face his
weirdos.
first challenge in life almost immediately. You see, he
Weirdos.
was born with respiratory distress syndrome, underdeveloped lungs, and had to be placed in an incubator to keep him alive. Thankfully, he would survive and become the gothic bad boy we all know today. Growing up wasn't easy for Josh either. Shortly after he was born, his parents would go through an ugly divorce, and his father Clint would engage in a long custody battle to ensure he gained full custody of Josh. In his youth, going to school, it is
Ouch.
alleged he was bullied relentlessly and eventually placed in special needs classes to help him learn. At some point, Josh would be diagnosed with Asperger's, and the other kids would continue to bully him for these reasons. By the time Josh made it to high school, he showed many signs of becoming the eccentric man we see on camera today. During his time in high school, Josh was an outcast among his peers due to his odd behaviors and eccentric looks. Despite this, Josh would make friends with other strange characters in school with similar interests like practicing magic and smoking cigarettes. Josh would even become
That's not like a hobby. Smoking cigarettes isn't a hobby. It's not a hobby. It's just what you do when you're not doing something else with that hand. Yep.
the
That's-
leader of his own
This
religious
is
cult
like
amongst
these people become bronies, right? This is a
his
type
friends. The followers of this cult would be called
Oh.
Cobra Demons, and there was even a
Cobra Demons. We have a competing cult that we have to go up against called the Cobra Demons, and I have to fight this guy. Challenge accepted.
Biblical style war between
Challenge
Cobra
accepted.
demons and Cobra angels. And while this sounds like one big made up joke, I can promise you I'm being totally serious.
Who
Josh
starts
went
a cult? What kind of idiot psychopath starts a
as
cult?
making a symbol for this religion, which ended up
Is that the Stussy symbol? That is so close. That is so close. And that says a world about these people. I will find one sketchbook and it will have many of these.
looking like a combination of the cool S we all drew back in elementary
Everyone knows what desk these people sat at.
school and the Gucci logo. He even ended up tattooing this horrible design on his body.
Now, I want to try to explain the meaning of my symbol to you. I'm going to explain it.
It's like a Stussy, only I changed it slightly so I can still draw it, but it's like mine.
And I also got the symbol tattooed on my arm.
That's
Okay. Now, back when I was in junior high, I made the symbol.
no, you
Mythical
didn't.
creatures it represents: Cobra demons and Cobra angels. Okay? Cobra demons are like wizards. It's the male form of this mythical creatures, and angels are the female version.
Yes, that is a very, very young
Okay.
Cobes we're looking at. Josh started posting videos to YouTube back in 2011 on an account named Gothic King Cobra 52. Here he can be seen in his parents' basement ranting about a
Do we get to see like the progression of his make? He looks human in this one, but down the line he doesn't look human anymore. And he starts with the eyeliner here. So we'll just see. It's like watching a girl that, you know, is pretty in high school and then she goes to like a liberal college and she just gets uglier and uglier year by year. It's kind of like that, but he didn't start with the pretty girl part.
multitude of topics like being goth, playing the guitar, and even dealing with trolls. Yes, even 13 years ago, Cobes was fighting with trolls in his comment section.
This isn't giving the trolls attention because I'm not reading their names, I'm just reading the comments, you know. So, go to my inbox here. A comment on my video for the mainstream. This is so close to the goss in South Park, it's fucking creepy. You have no idea, dude. Don't. No.
His eyes are not in line.
On South Park, dude, whatever.
It's
I-
crazy how
Dude, I'm sorry if you have a lazy eye, but fucking put an eye patch on. Put a fucking eye patch on, dude, because it's so distracting. I don't know where you're looking. When somebody with a lazy eye tries to talk to me, I'm like, I don't know which is the eye in command, if you know what I'm saying, right? I don't know which is the leader eye. So I don't know if you're really talking to me or talking to the person next to me or like just looking off into the distance or something like that. I always pick the wrong eye. It's a lot of pressure. I don't want that pressure talking to people. Wear some fucking sunglasses to the very least. The very least. But be cool enough to understand that you're a monster. Put an eye patch on. Say, I lost it in a gamble. I gambled away. I gambled on the Chiefs. And there you go. I don't know. Say you lost it playing Russian roulette, but you used a pellet gun instead of like a real revolver. Because that's all you had. Seriously, though, I mean, it's infuriating to me to talk to somebody with a lazy eye. Can you fix that? Is that a fixable thing? I think it's a fixable thing. I think you just have to put a patch over the good eye and let the lazy eye get its ass in gear. Right? I swear I think that's how it's done.
nothing has really changed.
That's
in
how
this
easy it is. You just need to put an eye patch over the good eye. And then the other eye will compensate.
man's life except the amount of hair on his head in the last decade. We would also be introduced to Sean all the way back then. Sean
Arden Shire says eye patches are cool, especially on women. I mean, I want women to have depth perception because I don't want them to burn themselves in the oven. You know, if they grab something out of the oven, they need to have two eyes because it's a certain depth and they'll burn themselves. So it's not that I don't think it's cool and stuff. I don't. No. Women need two eyes. They need two eyes. At least, I mean, they don't use their ears well enough, so they need two eyes at the very least.
Is a ventriloquist puppet Cobra was given when he was a child and mostly uses as a type of therapy outlet. You see, Cobra will use Sean.
It's a fuck puppet. That's what that is. That thing has a hole cut in the bottom, and it's just filled up with jizz.
To say things he maybe isn't so comfortable saying himself.
His name is
Gross,
Sean.
dude.
He's a string pull dummy. I could take this guy to a website.
And when he busts, he
I'll
pulls
picture
the
stand up
string,
here
and
with
it's like,
him,
ah!
moves the stick and
Does a-
whatnot. But until then,
There's a
I'm
laugh.
pulling the string in your neck. F you, asshole.
What did I say? What did I
dare
say?
you trolls to comment on
Right? He dumps in the puppet, and then he pulls it, and it laughs, and then that's his thing. That's his fetish. Don't kink shame him. By the way, I think you absolutely should kink shame people. Some people deserve to be kink shamed. You know what I mean? Deserve it. Like, deserve to be kink shamed. Some kinks are not okay. There's a lot of kinks out there that are not okay. Like armpit fetishes. Or I don't want to go and list them all, because there's some bad ones. But I think you guys know what the bad ones are. All right? So when somebody says, don't kink shame me, bro, ignore that and continue to belittle them for their sexual preferences. I give you permission.
Huh? What you gonna do now? What do you mean? Oh, the troll.
I'm weird tonight. I don't know why. I'm weird
see how
tonight.
shitty I am. Let's see the comments. I dare them.
John has
Josh
a very
would
dark
receive
closet.
his first
says
ban on
Armchair, yeah.
YouTube during this time in his life. This would come after he decided it would be a great idea to flash his genitals on camera in a video to own his growing number of online trolls. He would subsequently receive a 2-week ban for this. While
Dirty Brown Soul says, don't knock kink until you try kink, bro. No, absolutely not.
the Gothic King Cobra
No,
50
absolutely. I'm not going to live my life like that. You know, if you smash your nuts with a hammer, I'm going to be like, well, hold on. Maybe it feels good. You know? Maybe it feels good. I'll give it a run. All right? And then and then I'll be like, oh, no, that is not cool.
channel was banned. He would
Is
create
that what
a
you
new
want me to
one with
do?
the name
You want me to smash my nuts with like a hammer? Like a ball peen hammer. Just to see if I get a sexual thrill out of it. I tell you, I will not. I'll cry.
Peach Monster 666.
I will openly weep as a grown man.
In which he cosplayed as a King Cobra JFS troll in order to infiltrate the trolling groups and bring them down from the inside. And this went about as well as you could imagine.
Peach Monster 666 is back from beyond the grave. Here to troll. You got the King Cobra. Yes. Your videos are so pathetic. You think you can play guitar. The truth is you...
I gotta see this guy play guitar though.
Cobra would only post 2 videos on his
I posted a video of me playing guitar, and I was very drunk. I can play the guitar. I don't think this guy can play the guitar. He said twice he can play the guitar. I have not seen him play the guitar once. Right? So, can you play the guitar?
Peach Monster channel. And
Please?
eventually, the ban on his
Once?
original account would be...
I don't even care if you're that good at it. Honestly, I think everyone should play an instrument. I know that's not, reasonable because it takes like a huge amount of time. But you should give it a shot. I don't care if you're really good. But if you can play a song or two, I'll say, okay, he can play the guitar.
Released, in which he would go back to posting over there. While Josh was living in his dad's basement and posting YouTube videos, he would enroll in the Job Corps. The Job Corps is the largest nationwide residential career training program in the country. The program helps eligible young people ages 16 through 24 complete their high school education, trains them for meaningful careers, and assists them with obtaining employment. So to summarize, Josh was going to a year-long job training school to gain employment. It was during this time he would meet his first girlfriend Stephanie, and he would even lose his virginity to her in the bathroom. While this may sound like Josh was starting to get his life together, he would end...
Armchair says this guy basically created a troll account equivalent to M not a Fed 420 LOL. I don't know who that is.
up getting kicked out of the program.
I'm not a Fed for. Is that a real person? Is somebody called I'm not a Fed 420 on like YouTube or Twitter or something like that?
When he was caught smoking
Not
weed on
familiar.
campus and was forced to move back home to his dad's basement. From here, he would start working a variety of different fast food jobs like McDonald's, Taco Bell, and Wendy's. One extremely funny note about Josh and his time working at Wendy's, Josh
No,
was
it's just
so
an
bad
example.
at his job,
Okay.
he was relegated to
Now I
one
understand.
2 to 4 hour shift a week that consisted of cleaning the bathrooms and refilling the tea dispensers. Regardless of this fact, Cobra would still manage to save up enough money to finally get his own place. With the help of his father Clint, Josh managed to find an apartment just 3 miles away from his current home, and he would finally move out of his dad's basement. It was here in the first apartment that many of Josh's fans consider a truly golden era of Cobra content. He would officially create the King Cobra JFS channel on November 17th, 2012, and he would start posting videos from his new goth boy lair.
Yes, King Cobra JFS, my new YouTube username. More professional, and I even created my own profile pic. Okay.
Wow,
Still the
cool.
same Gothic King Cobra, don't worry. Or it changed.
His girlfriend Stephanie would even start appearing in some of his videos on this new
Girlfriend, and she's honestly not that bad, right? I mean, he's like YouTube famous and stuff, but you know, there's like people out there that are less monstrous than this individual who are just cannot get a date, and this has to be rope fuel for them.
channel. Yes,
Really?
she
Hey,
stayed
JD.
with Cobes even after he got kicked out of the Job Corps. Stephanie didn't
This fella is mocked regularly on the Drunken Peasants podcast. I haven't seen any podcasts. I honestly haven't seen any other podcasts except for my own podcast. I didn't even know podcast exists before I started doing this. You know, this is like it. And then I go off and then I do something else not related to podcasts. It's not my life. This is not my life. Okay? I got a full ass life. I do things. I go out and I stare at the sun sometimes. I let bugs bite my feet. It's a full life.
really do much in Cobra's videos besides sit in the background quietly, and trolls would quickly start leaving
She's a
comments
Cobra
saying
8?
Josh wasn't treating her correctly.
I bet she's weird too. I bet she's weird in the sack. I guarantee you she's weird in the sack. Because she saw this guy on the internet, I guarantee you, right? Because he doesn't look like the type to be going out. Saw this guy on the internet and she's all like, I want me a serving of some of that. Because you know he has to smell, right? He's got to smell bad. And she's all like, yeah, I'm into it. She's got to be weird. She has to be into some weird stuff. And I'm good. Good for you, bro. Good. Good for you.
Because of this. This would ultimately
The weird
lead
ones are the
Cobra
most
to
fun.
posting a hysterical response video showing
The
off
most
his
fun.
ultimate gentleman skills by cooking Stephanie a hot pocket.
Onea says, hit the like button. Did I do that right? Am I having a
So a
stroke?
lot of y'all are like,
Yeah, hit the like button.
Stephanie needs so much
In English.
Well,
He reminds her of her dad. Kinky?
guess what?
Don't
Quit
kink
drinking
shame,
that
bro.
Hot Pocket and got some Dr. Pepper.
Don't kink shame.
So you know, shit talking. Good. hell. With the
She's
shit talking.
weird. She's effing
How's the
weird.
Hot Pocket, sweetie? It's
So she's eating a hot pocket. So he's got his BC Rich Warlock right here. And I know what that is because I used to have one. And I have to see him play. I have to see him play.
That's good.
True boyfriend goals, am I right? Apart from Stephanie
Totally.
showing up in videos, an old high school friend of Josh's named Chris Moore
This guy has killed somebody outside of the army by now. I guarantee you. He has PTSD. He got in the army from killing Afghanis or whatever. And then he comes home and he just peels the skin off of people. I guarantee it. Look at him. Look at the dead eyes. Look at those dead, like a doll's eyes.
would also begin to make an appearance in early December 2012. Having Chris around ramped up Cobra's degenerate behaviors and poor choices. He would be given the nickname Couch Chris by the Cobra fanbase because he began living with Cobra after his grandparents kicked him out of the house for an unknown reason. Josh, not wanting to see a homeboy homeless, decided to offer him a place to stay on the couch until he found a place of his own.
So he's like couch guy. He's like couch guy from Half Baked. That's cool. Couch guy's just stoned. He just stays stoned.
Chris as a permanent fixture in almost every one of Cobra's videos, constantly nagging or correcting Josh on trivial matters while he was recording. Chris's constant interruptions inevitably led to the infamous fish is dairy argument.
So let's have a little bit of everything.
Fish is dairy?
Fish, which should be in the dairy, actually. So yeah, so this...
What? Fish is not dairy.
This pretty much... Fish goes in protein. It's meats. Chris, do you have to correct me every fucking video I make?
Why the fuck would you think that fish is a dairy product? Does it come out of a cow?
It contains protein like milk. Milk's a dairy product.
Milk, cheese, all that is dairy. Peanuts go into proteins, which are meat.
I'm sorry, wait, what? Peanuts are proteins now? Those are not the food groups, guys. Proteins, no, there's meats, dairies, there's cheese and sugar.
Maybe it was a slip of the tongue. It happened.
It's your 4 main food groups.
Okay, stop correcting me every fucking video. I'm getting sick and tired of it.
NNN says beans equal meat, apparently. Beans. Yeah, maybe. I mean, maybe. Beans have protein, and meat has protein, therefore beans equal meat. So, this is logic.
Anyway.
Cobra's fans would begin to leave truthful comments about how
beans is meat. Meat is beans.
Chris was taking advantage of Josh on his videos. And eventually, Cobra would give Chris a reality check by reading them to him.
Why the f is that giant retard wearing camis?
JD says Chris is probably slipping into King Cobra's bird. You think? No. That guy, Couch Guy? You think Couch Guy is hitting that bitch on the side? No. I mean, she might be into it. That's a toughie because she might be into it. She might be freaky like that. But no, it has to smell like ass in this apartment, right? I'm just one of the guys, by the way, in this apartment. See? Guys, it smells like ass in here. Is that you, soldier? You? God. Somebody light an incense or something. There. That's my bit. I mean, it has to smell like ass in this apartment.
Josh, stop.
And the girl is probably 45% of that at minimum. You know she stinks.
Listening to Chris and getting him the f*** out of the apartment, like right now. Chris should be put down. Chris has a terminal case of dumb f***itis. Symptoms include being a lazy piece of shit, mooching off your friends while not contributing anything, avoiding work like the plague. That fat bastard really needs to go. He's abusing your kindness, Josh. Man the f*** up and kick him out. Jesus Christ.
At a certain point, Cobra would become...
Anita says, I got your 4 basic food groups. It's beans, bacon, whiskey, and lard. Are you a lumberjack from like the 1700s? Beans, bacon, whiskey, and lard. That is so familiar. Have I heard that somewhere?
Fed up with the squatter that was Couch Chris, and with the encouragement of his home dad Clint, would finally evict him from his apartment in January 2013. This, of course, would come at a cost because Chris would take Cobra to parties in Casper.
Clint is a stupid fucking name.
Since Josh was self-admittedly socially awkward and did not know many people. In fact, Chris took Josh to his very first house party, which Cobra promptly ruined by smacking a married woman's ass without her consent.
Fucking Chad move, though. Honestly, that's a Chad move, bro. That is a Chad move. Right? You just smacking ass. Like, it doesn't even matter, right? You're just drunk and partying. I'm gaining respect for this monster. And I only say he's a monster not because of like his actions or anything like that, simply because of his aesthetic appearance. I don't like the way he looks, and so I'm going to consider him a monster. But everything else, way to go, King Cobra. Way to go. I would like to follow this guy around. Not be considered part of his crew by any means, but definitely follow him around.
Having a good time.
Absolute legend, right, JD? An absolute legend. Just smacking a bitch on the ass. Did he get punched? Where was this guy's boyfriend? Was he making out with some other guy in the corner or something like that? Because you punch a guy, right? If some guy smacks your wife's ass, you're going to punch that guy. He didn't get punched?
What do you think? If starts cussing me out, I'm like, whoa, I'm sorry, geez, I didn't. She's like, whatever, just fucking watch us. And turns out she's marrying the guy who smacked her ass as her husband.
No, despite what you've heard, you're not quietly sneaking in. You late, nigga. You late, right? Work on that punctuality. Anyways, we're talking about whatever this thing is. Whatever it is, it's some sort of Chad. Because it goes around smacking women, married women, random married women on the ass at house parties. Unscathed, too, right? Gets off scot-free. What kind of aura is this guy packing? And don't make that a penis joke, okay? But I'm sure he might have some hog, too, right? I'm not like gonna... What if he does that? What if he just has some fucking hog, right? And that's why that chick's like, okay, this is a deal. It stinks like a fucking, like a manger in here. But that's a hog.
Be taken, it's not my
she's weird. She's weird.
Close to her enough to do that, whatever.
Regardless of this fact,
Oni says, looks like Styx, fetal alcohol brother. Styx looks like he has fetal alcohol syndrome. Okay? So this is just Styx's brother.
Kicking Chris out of his apartment would ultimately be a good thing for Cobes because, like I said earlier, Josh's poor decision-making skills only ramped up with him around. One of the worst things Cobra
despite what you've heard, says, I think I might pepper spray him. I may be able to get off legally. I think if you pepper spray him, he'll just take it, right? He'll just, like, fucking bear down. He has to have been pepper sprayed once or twice before. And probably not even his own fault. He was probably walking by a bus station or something late at night and I don't know, scared, or maybe a college, scared some girl, just asking for the time or just leering, just staring. And then just gets pepper sprayed. And I bet that's happened enough to where he's like, okay, you used the cheap shit, I can tell. This is cheap pepper spray, right? This isn't even the good stuff. You do knockoff pepper spray, you're gonna... Okay, now you deserve to get raped.
Decided to do with Couch Chris was partake in a drunken threesome with a pregnant woman they met at a gas station. That's right, Cobra would cheat on his girlfriend Stephanie with a pregnant woman and his homeless friend.
What? Hold on. Hold the fucking phone.
Skills only ramped up with him around. One of the worst things Cobra decided to do with Couch Chris was partake in a drunken threesome with a pregnant woman they met at a gas station. That's right, Cobra would cheat on his girlfriend Stephanie with a pregnant woman and his homeless friend Chris.
This guy's a rock star. This guy's a fucking I don't give a shit about nothing rock star. No, a lot of people would be like, wow, that's terrible and stuff like that. This guy is channeling, I don't know. Who is a terrible, terrible human being / rock star? All of them. That is fucking crazy, dude. I don't know. I fear you. That is crazy. This guy's a rock star.
I would say this woman agreed to sleep with the two of them for one single cigarette. Stephanie would eventually find out about this, and she would forgive Cobra. The two would continue to date, however...
Say what? She was like, oh yeah, That's cool. Okay, I think who brought it up? Who brought it up? JD said this chick was taking it from Couch Chris on the side. I think you are now correct. She's getting it from all angles. 100%. You fuck some rando at a gas station who is already pregnant with your slob homeless friend. And then she's like, cool with me. This guy's a better cult leader than I am. And it makes me mad.
However, not too long down the line,
Makes me
Stephanie would cheat on Cobra by having anal sex with one of his friends. Needless to say, the young couple would break up
That was too much. That was way too much. Right? You would be like, okay, that's pretty, but then now you're like, oh, that's too much, bro. You are no longer a better cult leader than I am. You are a monster. You are not fit to wear the title of cult leader, sir.
Shortly after this incident.
Whoa!
I feel
that
like this is the
escalated.
perfect time to tell you more about Cobra's friends before continuing with the main story.
That went from like 0 to like 100 so fast, right? Because he was like, okay, I'm going to bang this pregnant chick. How pregnant, though? That matters. With my homeless friend, and we're going to, spit roast her in this gas station bathroom. And then his girlfriend forgives him for that. And then he go fucks his buddy in the ass. What? Dude, you were... I don't even know what to say to that. I mean, is that just... Is he... We're going to clip along. I don't know what to say to that. Because I'm all like, oh, I was about to high five him. Then he fucked his bro in the ass. I'm like, oh. Like, right? It's almost a high five to be like, you don't give a fuck and you're living the life the way you see fit. To, he fucks dudes in the butt. And just, that close. That was that close. Somebody bring in the good pepper spray and pepper spray the
It'll be
somebody
easier
bring
to
in the good
familiarize
pepper
you with
spray.
them now, so when I mention them in the future, you will already have an understanding of who I'm talking about. I won't go over every homeboy.
Despite what you've heard, says aren't cult leaders usually kind of homely sex perverts? In the end, it becomes like that, right? In the beginning, it's more about like peace and love and like, oh, it's the best experience we've ever had. We've never felt so in tune with nature, and we're just running around naked, and we're in nature, and we don't need money and anything like that. And then somebody gets murdered, and people end up being slaves, and then it just kind of ends up being Yep.
Boy, the homegirl, and the Cobraverse, or the countless amount of sagas, because there's a lot of
that's a
trivial
dude.
ones.
Couch Surfing says, is that a dude? That's a dude. Who apparently fucking slays on both sides of the aisle. Right? Okay. Fucks a pregnant chick, then fucks his up to the...
But I will cover the more insane characters and events that played larger roles in Cobra's story. Because Josh is an eccentric weirdo himself, he doesn't...
Turtling Monkey says, in the end, it's all for the pussy. And then Couch Surfing says, duh, anything great is for pussy. She has a point. It's a very valid point.
pass judgment on others very quickly. This has led Cobra into surrounding himself with a myriad of strange characters throughout his life. We have already covered one of Cobra's homeboys, known as Couch Chris. The next person of note would be Homeboy Scotty.
Turflinking says, hello, Master Nip. It's Master Nippler. That makes me sound like I know Kung Fu. I don't know any martial arts.
Scotty is considered Cobra's best friend and closest.
But master is okay, I guess.
Homeboy.
Like, I really
But if you call me master, there's no way people are going to think this is not a fucking sex cult.
care. You're not even there.
Are we trying anymore? No.
Who really
No,
cares?
we're not trying.
Because all your words
Not trying to
are
hide
just that. So shut the fuck up and grab a seat and sit down and relax. Look at these thugs on YouTube saying my homeboy Scotty's doing drugs. Motherfucker, he's on probation trying to stay clean so we can pass his piss test and not make a scene, get off early, maybe hit their... I don't even know. I lost track of it.
Josh and Scotty would meet sometime back in 2010 and would be friends ever since. Many of Cobra's fans and trolls see homeboy Scotty as an absolute mooch that uses Cobra for weed, alcohol, and money. Scotty would also...
Couch Surfing says, LMAO, you love being called master. It's a very weird thing to say in my chat publicly. Like
be labeled as untrustworthy and a liar after he would set Cobra up on multiple different dates with goth girls that allegedly had Asperger's, played the guitar, and had large breasts. You know, the kind of girls that are a gothic bad
the trifecta. That's the trifecta, right? The autistic big boob guitar playing bitches. Yeah. Yes. Sign me up. Where's that line start?
Surprisingly, these dates would never materialize. And
autistic too, right? So not only are they just okay at the guitar, but they fucking shred, right? And they got big boobs.
Never meet these goth girls Scotty talked about, likely because they weren't real. The last insane detail about homeboy Scotty is the fact that he was once arrested for felony assault after he cut a man with a sword inside of Cobra's apartment.
Fucking based. Based, right? Somebody you don't like is in your apartment, you fucking slice them in half with a katana.
Night when Cobra was at home, Scotty and another man would be drinking whiskey in Josh's apartment. An argument would...
This dude parties. I don't know if I hate this guy. I mean, I'm pretty damn sure he's not like... I wouldn't consider him a human. Like, if I was running gas chambers, I'd be like, push him to fast pass this guy. Right here, fast pass. Here's a fast pass. You go to the front of the line. Go to the front. But damn, the way he just does not give a fuck is like kind of admirable. It's almost like stoic. It's almost Zen like Buddhist, because he just doesn't give a fuck. He does whatever he wants. That could be a mental disorder though. What's the difference between a Buddhist and somebody with a mental disorder? I don't know.
Breakout after Scotty
somebody
accused
finish
the
that
man
for
of
me.
stealing
I'm not gonna
tobacco pipes.
I don't want to offend the Buddhists. You know how they fly off the handle super easily.
He would then grab a katana and stab the armchair he was sitting in several times before standing up, cutting himself, and then cutting the other man as well. Scotty would try and claim...
Turd Flinging Monkey says big boobs are disguising. As what? What do they disguise? What, disguise women as interesting? Because they're not.
Self-defense when questioned by the police, but ultimately he ended up confessing to the crime. The next character on the roster goes by the name Warlord. Warlord is well known in the Cobraverse for being a mooch.
Oh, he says disgusting after 35. Yeah, no, they don't hold up. They really don't. And it's like, it's a shame, but I mean, 'tis life.
A liar, and is incredibly annoying when featured in Josh's videos or live streams.
Are you sure? Okay, so if you're
money on it?
would you let me do the joke, please? Thank you.
Turd Flinging Monkey, even as a kid, I knew big boobs eventually turned into sad raindrops. Which is funny because as a kid, you had the forethought to be like, I don't want a saggy tit, bitch. So I'm gonna, no, that's funny. You're a kid and you're like imagining boobs. I get you. I was a kid too. And like, I'm a male and yeah. Yes. I'm just saying, I'm not knocking you in any way. You are absolutely correct. And it took some forethought, took some planning to be like, you know what? No. Good on you.
He has been arrested multiple times by the Casper Police Department, with one of his charges being domestic battery filed on him by his then pregnant ex-wife or her mother. A highlight moment between Josh...
Dan Snot says everyone under 25 is a kid to me. How old are you, Dan? 25? How old am I? I'm 37. 25 is pretty young. I mean, I'm 37, so it's like 25 isn't a kid. Under 25 is like an adult person. I guess it depends on the gender.
And Warlord was when a drunken argument would break out between
You're
the pair,
45.
and Josh would assert his dominance over him.
Wild sight! Go off, loser! Kid from Mount Green, you piece of shit! Go home, you're drunk!
Up
Kick his
next
ass.
is a man that goes by the name Darflinny.
Yeah!
It's not a human. That's not a person. Look at those fucking... Look at that. That's not a person. And he's getting laid like that? He's running around not like banging Prego chicks, and like his girlfriend is like down with it, right? Until he fucks his buddy in the ass. And then she's like, you know what? I'm going to have to call this quits, right? Banging a pregnant chick in a gas station bathroom with your homeless friend is one thing. I can look past that. But you banging your buddy up the ass, that's too far. It's too far. Really, I mean, that's the one that got away for him, right? Because she was probably down to do literally anything. Literally anything. Like poop on her and stuff. I'm sure she would be into it. But you threw it all away just because you wanted to nail your bro up the ass. I hope that was worth it for you.
What's up, fellow YouTubers? We're back at it with another video. Hells yeah!
Darflinny is probably one of the only positive characters of note in the Cobraverse. He is a larger man with some interesting hobbies that...
Delaney says, where's the donate button on this garbage app? It's around there. It's somewhere. Here. Dude, my PayPal is in the description of the video, too.
Include making chainmail, smelting metal,
But it is
and
around
shooting
here.
guns. He even took
But if you donate on my PayPal, tell me so I can do the hand, or so I can do the bell. Let me warm it up. Let me warm that bell up. Okay, looks like it's firing in all cylinders. Okay, looking good, Bell. Looking good.
out shooting on some occasions.
Hell yeah, dude. That's sweet.
There really is nothing bad to note about Darflinny. He genuinely seems like a good guy that's nice to Cobra, and he has even said he feels indebted to Cobes after Josh stopped him from taking...
Yeah, this is the Cobra guy, Turd-Flinging Monkey. Really? You just got this now?
his own life. One of the last notable characters that spent some time with Cobra was a degenerate furry named Scrapper Steve. Scrapper Steve would try and capitalize off Cobra's inner...
Couch Surfing says, what pregnant chick fucks two men and one of them is homeless? What the fuck? In a gas station bathroom, honey. So she's a lot lizard, I would imagine. A lot lizard, right? But this guy doesn't look like the type to pay because he's that cool. So I'm sure she's ghastly. So one is the King Cobra guy who did not look human. And then the other one is a homeless man who lives with the not human guy. I doubt. Could you imagine being that fucking baby though? Oh. That's sad. That's a sad thing. It's a sad thing.
Internet popularity
That's
only to fail
sad
miserably
thing.
because of the fact he is a disgusting zoophile that is interested in having sex with goats. This information would be found out after Steve gave homeboy Scotty an old laptop of his. On that laptop contained a video of Steve having sex with an inflatable goat. If that wasn't bad enough,
Look at this. Hold on. An inflatable goat? So, where do you buy an inflatable goat? Delaney shipping were $10. Hey, where do you buy an inflatable goat though? Where do you buy a masturbatory goat where you can like pump it up, right? You pump it up, and then does it bah?
Steve has also made videos calling for the legalization.
Not the goat fucking store. Not the goat fucking store. It's not a store. It's not a real store. Don't say that because I'm going to look it up and then I'm going to feel like an idiot.
Of zoophilia.
Donatello said Party City, right? Equally unbelievable that store exists. But if I wanted a piñata I could stick my dick in, I'm going to Party City, right?
All the bisexuals and everybody watching this YouTube.
Dan Snot says they're popular as gag gifts. Fucking liar. No, they're not. No, people buy them for gag gifts and they give them their friends. No, goat fuckers buy those and then they fuck them. Goat fuckers fuck those. No, it's not gag gifts. They're not gag gifts, right? You gave me that as a gag, I would stab you. I'd be like, what the fuck is this? Get out of my house.
Video and all of YouTube to support my.
It's the gag gift. We're really breaking into the gag gift market, and so we're gonna have like goats you can fuck and dogs you can fuck, and then like weird cartoon characters you can fuck. Wait, this is a gag gift company, right? Yeah. You can just fuck all these things though. Yeah. What?
Motion and my
doesn't sound like a gag gift company.
Legal motion.
Josh and Scrapper Steve's friendship would ultimately come to an end after Steve tried stealing one of Josh's future girlfriends.
Despite what you've heard, says 98 Rock used to give them away at livestock. Yeah. Yeah, those are goat fuckers too. Those people are perverts. I guarantee you. And it's just, look, the guy who made it was like, this is not a gag gift. This is for people who want to fuck this thing. Because he didn't skimp on the vagina. You know, I bet you he didn't skimp on the vagina. It's probably high quality, can really take a pounding, if you know what I mean. If it was a gag gift, it would just be like, you know, painted on it, if anything, right? Something of that nature where a lot of work and the cost of the unit didn't go into the vagina and the anus of the goat. So I don't believe it was meant as a gag gift at all. Period. So whoever out there, someone's going to hell. That's all I have to say. Someone is going to hell. Someone is going deep. Deep in hell.
There's a lot of
deep
debate
in hell
on when Josh started to garner internet popularity. He had already established a small cult-like following before moving into his first apartment in 2012.
God, where's my cult-like following? Oh, you guys? Barely. There's a bell. Thank you, Bell. Turnflame Monkey, $5 says, do you have links to donate outside of Rumble? You tiny nipped shit. Turtle Monkey, okay. It's right there in the fucking description of the video. It's my PayPal. It's right there, bro. It's a link. All you have to do is click on it. You just scroll down a little bit and it's right fucking there. It's right next to the bonfire where you can buy a t-shirt or something like that. What else do you want? I mean, thank you for the $5, honestly, but it's the first thing in the description of the video. It's my PayPal, man. It's right there.
From his original videos on
thank
the
you.
Gothic Cobra 52 channel, Cobra's popularity would continue to grow after the making of the first documentary on his life. This documentary about Josh would be released in 2014 by the YouTube channel Trapped. It would simply be titled Gothic King Cobra.
Trapped? I know Trapped. Hold on, let me look up Trapped. Hold on. Trapped. There we go. There we go. That's Trapped. We will sit here and listen to the whole song. $9 years ago. Okay, well that's enough.
The film follows a young Josh throughout his daily life and gives us an introspective of who Cobra is and who he wants to be.
I got $20, so I gotta make it.
Hold on.
Yeah, ooh. Jaeger. Jaeger!
Hold on. Sorry, guys.
Jaeger.
I thought he was using the... I have to listen to it. I have to listen to the part. There we go. Hold on.
Decisions to hide. Back off, I'll take you on. Headstrong to take on anyone. I know that you are wrong. Headstrong, we're headstrong. Back off, I'll take you on. Headstrong to take on anyone. I know that you are wrong, and this is not where you belong.
Okay. Okay. All right. That's what I needed. Thank you. That's what I needed. That's what I needed.
Thank you. You have a good one. That's right. Liquor shit's awesome. Their customer service. My mom just gave me $20 for beer. I sent my sister the one night so $20. I'm like, oh sweet. I know I'm doing it after work. I'm getting cigarettes and booze.
We even get to see an array of characters in Cobra's life, like the local drug dealer he knows, and a homeless Marine that was the man behind ingraining the infamous catchphrase, "That's what's up," into Josh.
Nut up. Or get fucked up. Nut up. Or get fucked up. That's what's up today.
It's clear Josh saw these.
That sucks. That guy's like a homeless Marine, but I mean, what do you expect, man? MK Ultra and shit, and he probably went through some. That sucks.
Local degenerates as
don't join the military. Don't do that. Don't do that. That's a stupid thing to do. And if you did that, thank you for your service. But if you don't do that, that's a bad idea. You're gonna come out all fucking weird, right? I've seen it happen a bunch of times. You know, people go off, you know, from high school. They're like, I'm going to the military. It's gonna be fun. And then you see them a few years later, and they're fucked. They're fucked. They can't make eye contact. They're doing like whippets out the ass. They don't come back, man. They don't come back. Even if their body is there, their corpus is animated and stuff like that. They're moving it around, doing basic stuff like jobs and stuff. No, behind those eyes is just dead. It's dead. Not all the time, but definitely sometimes that happens. There's got to be a few that aren't tested on. That's what I would imagine.
Role models and was in desperate need of someone to set him down a better path. However, it was these guys he saw in his day-to-day life going against the grain of societal norms that Josh gravitated towards, and he would eventually model his own life.
Terrifying Mike says, if you are white, do not join the military. That is a really, really good idea. Don't join the military. You will not survive, and if you do survive, you will not be the same. Don't.
Life after it as well. This documentary has become a harrowing look into Cobra's past self, showcasing an awkward young man who once had dreams and aspirations.
And that's gonna be funny too, is when I make it big and I'm on stage playing concerts and stuff, and I'm on MTV and all these chicks that reject me, you're gonna go, holy crap, I knew that guy. He used to stalk me. What the fuck?
Whoa, this guy stalks bitches too. And he wants to make them jealous. Multiple bitches. All right.
Inside Cobra's first apartment is where he was finally able to start indulging in some of his favorite activities.
Banging pregnant chicks and dudes up the ass. That's it. Those are his hobbies. Pregnant chicks with homeless friends, and just your random old buddy.
One of my personal favorite things Cobra started posting was
just your butt buddy
cooking videos, or what he likes.
Seriously, that's fucking weird, dude. That is, I mean,
dank food hacks. Josh has an amazing ability to absolutely destroy anything he tries to cook, seeming to draw inspiration from early epic mealtime videos. The absolute monstrosity Cobra puts on a plate sometimes are truly a sight to behold. For starters, would any of you be interested in some Mountain in jalapeno flavored hard-boiled eggs.
Those.
What's up, YouTube? We are doing some hard-boiled eggs. Now, yes, I did use Mountain Dew. And yes, I did use some hot sauce from this bottle. This is a Pepper Patch jalapeno hot sauce. I got a Pepper Patch box for the holidays. Now I got it on a nice medium heat. We're gonna let the
Critical Thought says, I'm personally fond of the flavor of fucked up the service leaves a man. That really says a lot, Thought.
those delicious little egg treats soak in that sugary Mountain Dew goodness.
Crazy. She says crazy and disciplined is a fun mix. Until he wakes up in the middle of the night and holds a knife to your throat because he thinks you're like the enemy or something. But maybe that's part of the fun. Maybe that's part of the game, right? When he like drinks himself into oblivion at night and then wakes up screaming. Yeah, that's a keeper.
Hopefully it'll give it like a nice citrusy, spicy kick. Almost done, YouTube. Let's look at these hard-boiled eggs. Go absorb that flavor.
That's
Let
terrible.
those eggs cool off now. I gave them a quick cold rinse in some water that was cold, ice cold at that.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna cool them off and we'll try them later. Check them out. Soaking them in cold water made them easier to peel. Putting the cracks in them left the cool grooves in it. Let's see how I do.
You don't find this man attractive, honey?
No.
You don't find that guy attractive?
No. If he like tried to talk to me, I would not let him.
You would not let him talk to you?
I would not let him talk to me. No.
Okay. Now, how about fucked up, crazy veterans, homeless veterans? Because it's Thought's type.
That tracks.
That tracks.
That tracks.
That's what I said. That's exactly what I said.
Is that here?
Yeah, Thought's here. She's all like, I bang homeless veterans. And I'm like, oh, of course you do. Of course you do. Of course you do, Thought. Of course you do.
Another awesome food hack.
Next time you're in Daytona, give us a call. Come on down.
We'll find a homeless veteran for you. Promise.
I mean, it's not like they're not everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, just littered in the...
I'll find you a good one.
Yeah, she'll find you a good one, and there are no good ones. They're all fucking crazy. That's because that's what
she likes.
That's what she. I don't. Yeah, I'm not here to kink shame. That's not my job. It's not my job to kink shame Thought. All right.
Cobras, and
I'm letting her
his
live.
most popular to date is his sushi bacon cheeseburger. Throughout this video, you will
Thought
notice
says I prefer to boil my eggs in Baja Blast. No, it has to be code red or else you're a noob.
quintessential aspects that are staples in Cobra food hacks, like incredibly dirty and unwashed cooking utensils, a pan that hasn't seen soap and water since its first use, and of course, excessive
Thought says I ain't said nothing about homeless, and it is implied.
amounts of grease.
It is implied.
Some trial and error and some learning. But
You think some guy who drinks himself to blackout every night, wakes up screaming, in the middle of the night sweating and stuff like that, with a loaded gun, because he just keeps one right there. You think he's holding down a job?
Okay, wait.
You think he's paying his bills on time?
When I worked at Red Wing.
Oh, boy.
Listen. When I worked at Red Wing, this guy came in, and I was in the store alone, and he came in, and he started talking to me, because whatever, we were just chatting, and then he was telling me how he was in the Army, and he has such bad PTSD that he has to sleep with a gun under his pillow, and he almost killed his wife during an episode because he had a gun under his pillow.
There we go.
I was like, why are you telling a girl that you don't know who's alone in a store right now how you almost killed your wife?
Because maybe he thought you were like Thought, and you were into that.
No, I was working.
Working.
At a boot store.
At a boot store. See, you could see how he got confused.
Oh my God.
Of course. Some bitches like it when you hold a gun to their head. right? That is a fact.
But I want to know.
That is a fact. That is a fact, right? And somebody with trigger discipline is better with somebody than somebody who does not have trigger discipline. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying.
Okay, listen.
That's all I'm saying.
But he has psychotic breaks.
Right. And he might think you're the Viet Cong or wherever the fuck maybe he's not that old. Afghanistan, whatever. You come out of the bathroom with a towel wrapped around your head and he's going to open fire.
That's what she did.
Yeah.
There we go. There's the wasabi sauce right on top of there. Give that a squeeze just like that. Boom.
Turd Flinging Monkey says they all love being choked. That's a fucking fact. That is a fact. That is a fact, dude. That's 100% true.
I mean, look at all the grease soaked into the bottom bun right there. Yeah.
Ardenshire says, is holding a gun while fucking considered a kink? Do you just do that? Is that just something you do to feel powerful? I mean, I might do it now because it sounds rad. It sounds awesome. You know that scene in American Psycho when he's banging those hookers and then he looks in the mirror and he pops a flex like that? I need to do that too. With a gun. That's a great idea. Thank you. Well, who was it? Turd Flinging Monkey? Ardenshire? I don't even give a shit. I'm going to do that. I'm going to get my biggest gun and I'm going to hold it and maybe a couple of them, right? And just like that. And then I'm just going to find a mirror. I'll bring a big mirror in. Maybe I'll tape it.
It's cooled down enough I can pick it up and eat it. It's still pretty hot though.
Ardenshire says, I'm inquiring, maybe fire off a few desk pops. No. Kids are sleeping. I can't. I might, but no. This is like you know how Smeagol like smacks a salmon against a rock then bites into it? That's the vibes I'm getting.
That's not half bad actually. That's pretty good.
Cobra isn't afraid to think outside of the box when it comes to his food.
Critical Thought says, I love blanket statements about women from men who are obviously having a lot of luck with women. Well, I just do blanket statements about everybody because I don't really have the time or the energy to delve into nuance. So I just say, oh, all black steal. The Jews are doing the things that everyone's accusing them of doing. The Japanese are good at math, I guess. Ooh, they really got off hard.
It isn't always just bacon, grease, and cheese. Take, for example...
Oh, the Japanese with their quiet and polite society. Boo! Boo to the Japanese!
This Halloween burger he made.
For keeping to themselves and not bothering anybody.
This burger would be topped with a bag of...
Honestly. Yeah, they're perverts, but that's not their fault, right? They had some weird shit go on with their demographics after World War II, which there's a lot. That's a lot to unpack, right? That's a big can of worms. But still, culturally, there's worse people out there than the Japanese. That's all I'm saying. Even the Koreans. I honestly can't tell the difference between them, but they seem to hate each other. But I don't know why. They look exactly the same to me.
Mixed bugs and pig brains. And of course, he would eat every last bite.
Bugs. Alright, we got the bugs on there. Now we got our rose pork brains. Now, I've had pork brains before. They're actually pretty tasty. Alright, so now I want to take our delicious pork brain.
Critical Thought says, the cult master can make all the blanket statements he wants. I was referring to our resident MGTOW. Oh, well, thank you. I will make the blanket statements. And I should be left to do that, right? It's kind of my job. But you're referring to Turd Flinging Monkey. Now, Turd, you are aware there is a Turd Flinging Monkey on YouTube that is a MGTOW manosphere type of individual. I would assume you're not him, right? I'm not that I'm mad if you are him in any way, but he is a figure in that universe, and you have a name that is the same name. So, you know, it's not a coincidence, right? Tell me that's not a coincidence.
And we're gonna sprinkle them on top of our bugs. It's good. It's real good. But it's got a little bit of heat on it, man. Holy crap, YouTube. Okay, look at that. Bacon, cheeseburger with pork brains and bugs.
I don't know why people eat brains. It's gross. Onia says, you ever hear the story of the guy who lived through both nukes in World War II? Yeah. Yeah, I did hear that. Is that true? It must be true. The Japanese don't seem like the type to make stuff up. Right? Everything's recorded and, you know, on book. Well, although their policing record is mighty suspicious. You're telling me you solved 98% of murders in the country Japan? Bullshit. 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 Right? They all happen to be suicides? No. No, you lie. You lie.
Happy Halloween, you crazy fuckers.
Arden Share says, I was MGTOW and accidentally got married, so now that's stupid. I guess that happens to all of them. Or not, no, just the ones that get married. The rest of them. Yeah, it seems like a bad idea to like focus your entire personality around not getting laid intentionally. I mean, you can choose not to get laid. That's fine. Or whatever incel. I don't know, man. Why would you make it like your whole center? Like okay, this is what it's like. I identify as not getting laid. That is my hobby. My hobby is talking about how I'm not getting laid. That's what I think about. And that's what I make my YouTube videos about. And how women are trash. Hey. It's me, Sulk, okay? I get women. And yeah, they're trash. But I mean, like, if you're not getting laid, think about something else. Do something else, right? Life is not for you to be like, oh, I wish I was getting laid. Go do something. You might get laid. Honestly, you might get laid. If you just stop thinking about it and fucking like putting so much energy and negative thought towards the situation to where like every time you meet a girl, you're like, oh, you're not going to fuck me, are you? And then they give you a weird look. Just think about something else. Go rock climbing, for God's sakes. Anything. Anything else. Anything else, dude. And I swear your mental health will raise at least to a point where you won't be automatically rejected. At least. At least. I'm not saying it's going to work miracles, but it'll really improve your mental health.
Honestly, it tastes just like a bacon barbecue cheeseburger. Get the little crunchy bits from the bugs.
I'm going to vomit. I'm going to vomit. This is fucking, it's a troll eating brains.
Color me surprised, YouTube. That's actually tasty.
It's not just the food hacks.
Ric Flair says, just go jerk it. Geez. No. Don't do that. And I'm being completely serious here. Don't be a fucking jerk off. You know when people call each other a jerk off? It's because being a jerk off is a bad thing. Don't be a jerk off. Don't constantly think about sex. It's annoying for you as a man, but it's annoying as fuck for everybody else. Don't be that guy. Do not do that. Don't be like, oh, I'll just jerk off and my problems will be solved. Because I guarantee you, They're going to get worse. Probably. Don't make that your personality either. Don't make that like an everyday thing. Don't do that, man.
That are fascinating to me. It's also equally as funny to try and watch Cobra attempt to cook things normally, like the time he tried to make homemade French fries.
Alright, you got all your French fries. And as you can see, that's bubbling.
What the fuck is that?
So what we're gonna do is just, we're gonna.
Is that boiled down Mountain Dew? Is that boiled down Mountain Dew where all the water has been boiled out of it? Now it's just a syrup that's like scaldingly hot. The man is a genius.
I would just dump these in here, but I don't want the grease to splatter, so. Your next step is just.
This is a terrible, terrible idea.
It's just drop them in there like that. Yeah, f it.
Oh, it's gonna start a fire. It's gonna start a fire. It's gonna start a fire.
God damn it.
It started a fire.
Stop.
Do not throw water on that thing. Do not throw water on it.
My life, YouTube. I need salt.
Okay, well at least he knows how to fight a grease fire.
Well, you know, that was real smooth of me too.
Cobra is also quite the mixologist.
That was a bad idea, man. That could have gotten really dangerous. And I bet those potatoes didn't even taste good because that oil was black.
Often taking his dank hacking ability to the liquor cabinet and making sick drink combos. Josh is no stranger to mixing beer.
Please juggle. I want him to juggle. You know, the bottles like that. That'd be cool. You can do that instead of jerking off. You could do that instead of about complaining about how you're not getting laid, right? You know, you could be like, I'm really good at making drinks. No, but no, you whine on the internet about how like women are trash and you're not getting laid. Well, yeah, dude, you're not getting laid and women are trash. But dude, go spin bottles.
Beers with his favorite
Don't do
soda
that.
and calling them Cobra's Mist, or doing things like mixing vodka or whiskey with Monster energy drinks.
This sexy goth
That sounds dangerous.
bad boy is back at it again, ladies and gentlemen. This crazy mixologist is at
Old English? He's drinking Old English? That's a plastic bottle of beer.
it again. Half a cup of some Old English. Jolly good. It's Old English. Oh, I say.
Arden Shah says, you know it's generic Mountain Lightning too. It's not, though. No, it's not, dude. Everything else in this man's life is a knockoff brand of something, except for his Dew. He's got to do the Dew. And Old English is, I mean, that's, it's not a brand, man.
Monster. Yeah.
He's got to do the
We
Dew.
have the stimulants going into the depressant. Half and half always. So what the fucking hell are we gonna call this? Old English and Monster.
Old English and King Henry VIII.
Let's call it Cobra's English.
Terrible. Mine was much better. Mine was much more. It's a history joke. No.
Another popular topic of discussion throughout Cobra's time online is his love life. It should come as no surprise that Cobra does not have the best of luck when it comes to women.
Okay, my crush likes me. She thinks I'm attractive.
He got no hair. But this guy only gets laid because he is getting laid. Astonishingly, he's getting it from all points. And I'm sure it is like gross swamp monsters. But he is on YouTube and he has like 100K followers. Bitches don't hate that.
But she won't date me because I watch chatterbait females and I'm friends with too many chicks on Facebook.
Yeah. Chatterbait is where people masturbate on the internet.
Growing increasingly more defeated over his luck with women and dating, Cobra would begin to talk about his frustration over his dry spell in videos around 2016. In a
Critical Thought says, I want to see him do a Mountain Dew reduction and put it on fancy dishes. You mean like a balsamic and put it on a salad? And it's a Mountain Dew reduction on a nice caprese, perhaps.
In response to this, a troll would send Cobra a fleshlight in the mail. Josh would proceed to use this fleshlight one time before recording a video destroying it and lamenting over the fact that he thinks sex is disgusting.
That is serial killer behavior. That if you fuck a flashlight, whatever, and then you cut it to bits, you're going to do the exact same thing to a woman. And you doing that on the internet is going to get you so laid because women are dark. Women are dark entities, right? They secretly, no, I'm not even fucking kidding you. Women deep down in their lizard brain, right? They want you to murder them, or they want to think that you could murder them. It's all rape fantasies up here, right? And you might be like, no, that's not true. Well, you're fucking wrong. You are fucking wrong, dude. You are wrong. Rape fantasies. Every fucking one of them.
Like,
every one of them.
Someone made a comment on one of my YouTube videos. They're like, somebody send this guy a pocket pussy. And I deleted the comment because I'm like, no. Don't fucking send me a pocket pussy.
And then someone sent him a pocket pussy, and he fucks it.
God damn it, I find sex to be disgusting.
I'm sure sex with you is not pleasant.
Like, what the fuck? I'm glad everybody finds the fact that I can't get pussy to save my fucking life. I'm glad people find it to be so goddamn funny that they're like, oh, we feel sorry for this guy because he can't get laid. Here, let's send him a pocket pussy. Fuck you. This is what I think of your stupid pocket pussy.
Despite what you've heard, it says it's easy to get laid. Just be tall and act like you're not interested, but not that interested. I've known tall dudes, like really 6'5", and they don't get laid, right? Because it's not just being tall that helps, right? But it's across the board. You have to meet a lot of standards for like the good ones. You can probably get like the bad ones. I don't know.
Right here.
I don't know. I'm talking like I understand women. I don't. It's like I don't. You might as well ask me about like chemistry or something like that. I might have a better shot at that. I suck at chemistry.
This is what I think about love and companionship. This is me like saying I give up on love and companionship, man. It's never gonna happen. So why waste my time craving it?
After this incident, Cobra would begin to express his desires for a life-size sex doll in his videos. Trolls would respond to these requests by initially sending him the comical blow-up dolls you can get from gag stores like Spencer's. And of course, this was absolutely not what Cobra wanted. Cobra desired one of those fully customizable dolls that you can personally pick all of the details, like the eye color or the hairstyle, much like create a character in a video game. These dolls often cost thousands of dollars, and Cobra would be desperate enough to even start a GoFundMe to try and raise money for one.
I think they're like $6,000, and they go up from there to like 20. I don't know. I'm sure some of them are like really expensive if you want to get like the top, like if you want like a Tesla bot with a vagina, I'm sure it's going to cost you like 20 grand. But yeah, I mean, soon, guys, with all the tech coming out with like quantum AI and shit and all the scary end of the world technology that's coming out, if you just have some patience, you will be able to get a reasonably enough lifelike version of a human woman. I say reasonably enough because women complain, and the robot will not complain, right? The robot won't be like, no, the robot won't have any self-respect. Have a drop of self-respect. So if you want to wait for that and you never want to, you will never have to deal with women again. However, I don't think women are just going to take that competition lying down. No pun intended. I think when sex bots actually do become a legitimate problem, and they will, right? They will. They absolutely will. Right now, women are just saying, oh, men who have sex with like sex dolls are pathetic and lame. And they are right, sure. But the sex dolls are going to get to a point where they are going to get good, to the point where they're going to start taking legitimate good options off of the market for women. And when that happens, women are going to do what they do best and complain. And they will picket, and they will riot, and they will burn down sex robot shops. And it'll be like the Matrix cartoon where they find a replicant in the crowd and they just rip her to bits, right? So, that's what's going to happen. Yep. Will the women win? No. No, they will not. The robots will win.
Of course, his campaign would be taken down.
Sorry,
However,
women.
Not too long
Your
after
days are numbered. Better get in line at the... whatever it is. I don't know.
this, a fan or troll would send him a 1,000...
Look at that. Smoking hot babe. Why do you think she is with him? I'll tell you why. Because she's mostly plastic. And not even like the good surgeon type of plastic. I'm talking the Mattel kind of plastic.
$1 used sex doll. Tragedy would strike for Josh, though, less than 24 hours after receiving his new gift. He would make a post on Facebook that a thief broke into his apartment and stole the sex doll. This
bullshit. Bullshit. Somebody broke into your house and stole your used up sex doll. Bullshit. Bullshit. No. No. You know where that sex doll is? It's in pieces in a 55-gallon drum in the corner of his room. In a vat of acid. He's trying to dissolve it because that's how he gets his jollies. That's how he gets off, right? That's how he finishes.
This alleged burglar would only steal Josh's sex doll, not his TV, guitar, or any other things that could be considered valuable inside his home. Just the sex doll. Cobra would later claim that the Casper Police Department would end up finding his sex doll in the back of some meth head's car.
Critical Thought says, nah, you miss it, John. We want the guys who would fuck a robot to go do that. Now, you want that now. And that's fine, right? Because there's plenty of better options that, will not. But I'm talking later in the future when sex robots become indistinguishable from real women, right? Like you get past the uncanny valley and then whoop, right back up and you are personhood, right? That's when bitches are going to lose their shit because robots will not age, right? They won't say no. It's not going to be a good deal, right? You marry a human woman, she divorces you, take half your shit. You marry a robot, or just fuck a lot of them, and then nothing happens, right? Nothing happens. You just buy a new one if you get sick of it, right? Nothing happens. That's a deal. That is a good deal, especially in this world where we have family court systems that absolutely eviscerate men over petty nonsense. Right? A woman could just say, you know what? I'm going to take half your shit today. And then nothing. You can't do nothing about it. Nothing. You're telling me like the best guy in the world simply because it's not a real woman. Remember, indistinguishable from an actual woman. Despite that she doesn't age and, say no and stuff. You think like a high tier man would still go for one of you meat women? MEAT women? No. 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 Why? So they could have kids? Sure, I guess, maybe, but then that, really puts them in a bind. So it's like I could have kids, but this chick could take like half of my stuff and like take my kids and stuff. Or I could just get with these robots, and if I wanted to have kids, I could hire a surrogate who would have no legal right to my children. I'm just telling you, thought. Right now, it's not a threat. But in your lifetime, and very quickly, might I add, it is going to be a critical threat. It will be a society-changing event when lifelike, indistinguishable sex robots hit the market. And it will happen. It will happen very, very quickly. You won't want the men to be fucking those robots anymore, I guarantee you.
Who was allegedly trying to get scrap metal out of it, thus destroying it in the process. If this story is sounding suspiciously made up, that's because it is.
Critical Thought says sex doll clientele is always going to be sub-hundo IQ. I disagree. I mean, now, sure. And in the foreseeable future, I mean, like for the next, until they get to a certain point, yeah, absolutely. But very quickly, it's going to be a normal human girl, which is great, or this robot, and then it's going to be a tough call, man. It's going to be a tough call unless some very laws change or something changes, man. It's going to be a tough call. I mean, you think it's always going to be the top 20% of men are going to, have enough pussy? Okay, fine. But then all women are competing with the top 20% of men. And I know that's what women want, of course, but those guys are going to have no incentive to marry anybody. Right? They're just not. And then women could be like, well, I'll just marry a male sex robot. Oh, yeah? Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm just telling you, it's going to be a bigger problem than you think it is. And it's not always just going to be the losers. Trust me, if it was just always going to be the losers, I'd be like, well, it's always going to... No, it is not. It is not. I swear to you, Thought. I swear to you. It's going to be a society-changing issue. And they might be made illegal. Honestly, women have complained enough in the past to change some very serious laws. Suffrage, for one. And that didn't work out for them one bit. Not one bit. Right? Women fought for the right to vote, and then they started voting, and now look at them. They have to work 80 hours a week, and, nobody wants to marry them. Way to go, women. Way to go. Yeah, you really fucking played yourself on that, didn't you? Maybe voting's not so easy. I'm just saying. Things be changing.
Cobra would later admit that he had cut the sex doll's body up into pieces and skinned its face off after
I fucking called it. I fucking called it. He's a psychopath. He's a skin their face off dude. Dude, that's why he was cutting up the pocket pussy. He's like, I find sex disgusting. I called that. That was easy. Dude, put it on the board.
Becoming angry when he ripped the doll's vagina while using it.
What I did was rather eerie, to say the least.
Scott says robot won't help take care of you in old age. Doubt. A doubt. I doubt that. Dude, robots take care of people now in their young age. You don't think in 50 some odd years robots are going to be good enough to wipe your ass? Yeah, they are. Probably. Most likely. You don't think they're going to be good enough to, like, I don't know, change your IV bag, do basic medical procedures, cook a sandwich, and not burn it? How do you burn a sandwich? I don't know. But still, you don't think they're going to be able to take care of you? No, that's nonsense. Of course they will. Now, your psychological needs might be another issue. But if you're banging androids in the first place, I don't think your psychological needs are fully met. You know what I mean? Yeah. What can I say? It's going to be a different world. Yeah, you might. It'll be weird. Though there's going to be some dudes out there. And, they might not be just the basement dwellers like this, dude. They might be like hotshot executives who, instead of having a garage full of Lamborghinis, they just have a stable of sex robots. Again, indistinguishable from real women. Probably. I think they're going to be okay. But I could be wrong. I don't know. I've been wrong. I've been wrong a million times before.
At least, yes, but out of sexual frustration. Would I do this to a real girl? Absolutely not. But what happened was, a couple of fans had sent me an awesome sex doll, and I was tickled pink. I was like, dude, this is cool, and I never would have thought something like this would happen. So, of course, I was having sex with it, and then my dick tore a huge gash in the vagina, and I was embarrassed and frustrated that I couldn't fix it, and that, well, nice going, dumbass. You broke your toy. Fucking it, of all things. Just know.
Scott says, oh, bullshit, John. What is bullshit, dude? What is bullshit? How you're saying because a robot won't take care of you in old age? And I say, yeah, they will, because they can do all the things that take care of you. Why is that bullshit? I don't understand. You don't have a Roomba? You don't think that Roombas are going to get better? I just don't think you... What is bullshit, bro? Enlighten me. You think... I don't know. Maybe. I honestly don't know. Because maybe there's a pheromone issue. Honestly, that could be a thing. Where the pheromones that are given off by women are, going to be the make or break. And, for sex robots, all you smell is, like, I don't know, the inside of a sports store. But pheromones can be faked. When I say indistinguishable, I mean, if you met this person in the bar, you wouldn't be able to you wouldn't realize that they're an android, that they're a robot. I'm saying indistinguishable. With the AI chatbot bullshit and everything that says she loves you and stuff. You might not ever know that she's a robot. You guys laugh. You'd be like, oh, that's nonsense. That's bullshit. Okay. All right, fine. I'm wrong. But let's just wait. Let's just wait and see. Because I guarantee you, those little Japanese are hard at work at that shit right now, as we speak, right? They had ancestors making automatons back in the 1800s that were as lifelike as you could possibly imagine. You don't think they got their shit on lock? You don't think they are dedicated to their fucking craft? Those little dudes are horny. And like horny with a drive too. And intelligence. I don't want that package in any entity, right? I don't want horny, driven, and clever. I don't want those. I don't want that in any type of being. It doesn't matter if it's a human or an octopus. But we have them. And there they are, just tinkering away on their Gundam robots / Ghost in the Shell big titty androids. Just you wait. You'll see old Sulk is right. You'll see.
I am here for you guys, my fans and my friends. What I did was eerie, yeah, but let's face it, people, let's face it. I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this, I know. Just know that if I ever get the chance to pay back the people for this, I know it's not the point. Okay, I know this. It's gonna fucking happen. I mean, they all want free ones. I'm down. And just know that this is my attempt at an apology video.
Scott says, I find it hilarious to think a robot would take care of a human. LOL. This ain't Star Wars, man. It ain't yet. Time will tell, my friend. Time will tell. And you're like, I want you to be right. I honestly do want you to be right, Scott. I want there to be no artificial replacement for a human woman. And at certain levels, there's not, right? At certain levels, there's not. There is compassion and love, and and relationships aren't always about the good parts. It's a lot about the bad parts. And I don't think you can properly artificially replicate that, because then when you have that, you have the ability just to move on very quickly or change her settings, right? I can't change Jess's settings. I have to learn to deal with her problems, and she has to learn to deal with my problems, right? But saying it's not Star Wars is just naive. It's not Star Wars yet, man. Give it a couple of decades. I promise you, the technology that's coming down the pipeline right now is it's going to shock you. We have AI computers that are generating new inventions. Like these engineers used AI to design a rocket engine, and it's like the best fucking rocket engine ever. And they're like, how did they do this? This would have taken an engineering team years, and they wouldn't even have thought of this. It looks like it's out of like a steampunk sci-fi spaceship. It doesn't look like something that humans would have thought of, because they didn't think of it. Put this AI, better yet, put this quantum AI that's coming down the road real quick into making sex robots, and it will happen in a year tops. Maybe 6 months. The blueprints will be down. It's not going to be an issue, dude. It's not going to be an issue. But I could be wrong.
The whole lie was fabricated mainly because I was embarrassed, YouTube.
No serial killer vibes here, no, not at all. Hilariously, this isn't the only sex doll that Cobra's fans would send him. He would receive another doll in the mail shortly after the first one, and
who is Singobiz? Who? Somebody ban that person.
This one Cobra would nickname
One of my mods banned that
Fun-Sized
person.
Felicia. Cobra would really hit it off with this new doll, even bringing out Sean to get his opinion on her.
So who's your lady friend? She was sent to me in the mail, Sean, was she?
This dude needs to be locked up.
Oh.
Locked up!
Does she talk? Sean, she might talk, I don't know. She's kind of short. I'm not sure.
Is that a child? Is that supposed to be a child? It's supposed to be a kid, right? This dude needs to be in prison.
Short, I'm fun-sized.
This dude needs to be fed into a wood chipper.
Fun-Sized Felicia would meet a similar fate as the first sex doll after Cobra was...
Oh no, not Felicia. Did Felicia get cut up and put into the 55-gallon drum too? Well...
rubbed the skin off of it when he washed it with the wrong kind of soap.
Yeah, because soap does that. If you use the wrong kind of soap, your skin sloughs off. I was trying to think of the correct term. Sloughs, S-L-O-U-G-H. I think that is. I think that could be an apt usage of the term. No, that's not soap. If it does do that, it's not soap. If it does that, it's not soap. You're not using soap. But no soap that I've ever used has removed my skin. Thankfully. So, thought, how about you? Have you ever used a soap that removed your skin from your musculature? I'm going to go ahead and guess no as well.
After Cobra's bad experiences with sex dolls, he wouldn't have any more involvement with women until November.
David Thoreau says, I showed up late. Start over, please. And David, if you ever fucking arrived on time, even once, even one time, if you even arrived one time on time, one time, you would know that I say, go to the bathroom because I cannot start this shit over. I don't even remember most of the stuff I said, right? I don't watch these afterwards. You know why? Because I'll be like, well, I just plain don't agree with that guy. Yeah, I'm that schizophrenic where I will disagree with my own opinion.
November 2017,
so I don't watch
when
these.
He started dating another girl named Summer. This saga in the Cobraverse would be known
Nice.
as the Summer Saga. Summer was a furry and would attract the attention of one of Cobra's friends, Scrapper Steve, who was also a furry as previously mentioned. Steve would try and court Summer by suggesting a
Lye soap is not soap. Lye is what you use to make soap, right? I think, but it's still soap, right?
business deal making fursuits. However, his attempts would be thwarted by homeboy Scotty after he found out and told Josh.
All right, what happened was, you know, Josh just found a girlie, right? Yeah. And that's awesome. It's
Look at this guy's.
badass. I'm happy
This guy's face is all fucked
for
up.
Josh, and she's a good woman, and he deserves her. All right, he doesn't deserve the bullshit what's coming from. All right, you want to know the bullshit? Y'all want to know the bullshit? The bullshit is Josh. All right, being a
What's
good
that
friend.
bullshit?
Never been a bad friend, never once. Anytime I needed him, or anytime.
What's my ex? My ex is at Sulk the White. At Sulk the White. It's at Sulk the White. And I'm just like, dude, you guys seriously don't even know my fucking... Here, hold on. I'll see if I can... It's at Sulk the White. It's... Please follow me on Twitter. I say really funny things on Twitter.
Any of his fucking friends needed him, he was there, all right? He was always fucking there, okay? With that being said, Steve, Mr. Goat, whatever you want to call him, Goat Fucker, whatever, all right? This
Go fucker Steve.
Try to get with, try to Josh's girl, dude.
Straight up, Steve was trying to get with my girlfriend.
Summer and
Straight
Cobra
up.
would ultimately break up after 2 short months because of the harassment she was receiving from Cobra's trolls. Josh's dry spell would continue on for a very long time after this. It was around this time in 2017 the Wand Maker saga would begin in the Cobraverse. Before Cobra would meet his now ex-girlfriend Summer, he would be fired from his job at Wendy's after over 5 years of
Can you hit the like button? I only have 13 likes. Could somebody hit the like button, please?
employment when a troll called and complained to management about his YouTube videos. And I'm honestly amazed Cobra lasted this long at Wendy's in the first place. He really wasn't a great employee, highlighted by
Thank you,
his one
David.
short shift a week.
How do you not follow me by now? Hit the like button. You guys, like, hit the like button. I swear to God. Hit the fucking like button. I'm like, not even kidding you. There's 36 people. And there's 13 likes. What the fuck, you guys? You guys don't have to donate. I honestly don't. I mean, like, I would love when you do. But at least hit the fucking like button. You know? It's like, what am I doing here?
And one of his most
What am I
notorious
doing
moments in
here?
the Cobraverse being the black hair dye incident. One day, Josh forgot he had
Okay, that's pretty cool. Hold on, I gotta
to go
hear
to
more of
work and instead decided to stay home and dye his hair black. Right before he started dyeing his hair black, he would get a call from his manager letting him know that he was late. Josh would then proceed to dye his hair black and go into work 5 hours late.
See, he's a fucking Chad. He's an absolute Chad. I mean, how cool is that? He was like, "Sorry, boss, I'm late. I decided to dye my hair instead." Okay. I'm sorry. He's a cool guy. Thanks for coming. Thanks for enjoying the show with me. Thanks for trying my experimental chills thing. I tried it and I was like, "Oh, that's boring." Oh, here we go. At the end of the show. There we go. There you go, the bell. You got the bell. Dan Snot, $3 would be higher, but you got trapped stuck in my head. So, take on to leave you. Hold on. Yeah. There we go. Thanks for coming, guys. I hope you guys have a great evening. Get out there and make the best of yourselves. Be good cult members. Be awesome to each other. Yeah. And come back. Come back tomorrow. And hit the like button. Hit the like button. Anyways, guys, take care of yourselves because I care about you too. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I love you. Good night. Fucking bang this shit.
And your decision to hide.